Are we live? Are we live? I am. Hello, everyone. Let me go. Hi, Yolanda. We got. Have to wait a little bit. We'll see if anyone joins. Otherwise, I will have to. Hey, Joe, my Scottish friend. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. My notebook. I decided, because I'm getting old and knackered, to actually write down what I want to talk about. So, and I'm getting there, Joe. I'm getting there. We'll see. We have more views at the moment. Yeah, I've been hiding my hair for a while, but I have how you say that? When I was in my mid-20s, a very, very bad hairdresser had to bleach my hair, and it burned my scalp. And since then, I started to have some kind of, I'm calling it an allergy. It's called something else, but I can't remember. And anyway, this is a problem for me because I love to wash my hair every 2 days because my hair gets greasy very quickly. But with this condition, my scalp doesn't create the natural greasiness that needs to. Yeah, it was a very bad reaction. I had even a blister that was coming down here. I mean, it was horrendous. It was horrible. But that's over 25 years ago, but still. And I think now with age, it's getting worse now. I have product from a dermatologist, but when I put it on, so that I don't scratch, that's when I put the hats on. And when I wasn't doing very well mentally and health wise, it seems to get worse as well. So that's why I have so I have a new hat as well. I will show it off one day. But yeah, it's been a struggle with this allergy for so long now, but I live with it. And yeah, and someone told me about it's an online company, a UK online company, and they do wipes, body wipes, things like that, especially for people that, for example, have difficulties to get into the shower or the bathtub. It's good as well for the ones that go camping and there's nowhere a shower inside, so you can take those wipes with you. They have I bought some wipes for the dogs. They have wipes for pets as well, because Bonnie, she's a stuffy. I can't carry her into the bathtub. My bathtub is quite high, so I can't. And if as soon as I say bath, she runs away. So that's enough. So these wipes are actually quite a godsend because they smell good, and I can just wipe her, and she's happy. For Baxter, it's a bit a different story. Being a Pomeranian, he's very fluffy, so I still can put him in the bath, even though he's not the normal sized Pomeranian. But anyway, and they do also shampoo caps. So you put the cap on. So when you take it out of the package, it's quite cold actually, and it's wet. You can put it in the microwave for a little while to warm it up. Otherwise, you put it on like that. You shove all your hair in, and then you massage your head for 3 minutes. You take it off. Your hair is a bit wet. You just towel dry, and then take your hair dryer out and do your brushing or whatever. It's great. And then I thought, oh, perhaps with that I can actually have my hair washed more often without having to wash it with water and shampoo. And no reaction, it works. So I'm actually quite happy. But yeah, we'll have to see. Me, yes. Are you let me see. The company is called Fresh Wipes. They even have a bottle. It's like a foam that you can wash. You don't have to rinse off. It's really good. Check it out. The website is freshwipes.com, if I'm not mistaken. No. And they're based in the UK. And I ordered some more of these shampoo caps. How you call that? Perhaps 3 days ago. And wait a second, it's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Yeah, I think I ordered them on Tuesday and I received them today. So quite quick. I was quite impressed. So let's see. Okay, we start. Am I getting a bit more viewers on? We'll start with housekeeping. So if you haven't already, subscribed and give me a like, please. Also, I want to say that in every video I make or live, I share my opinions. They are my opinions. No one needs to actually share my opinions. You don't have to have the same opinions. That doesn't mean I'm gonna like you less. That's how it works. Also, what I struggle with, friends, is when I share my feelings and people tell you you shouldn't be feeling like that. Yeah, but I feel like that. So don't tell me I shouldn't feel like that. So and think about other people that might be in the chat, etc., or in other chats. People have opinions and people have feelings, and somehow we all need to respect them. So that's all I had to say on this one. I wanted to let me think. Oh yeah, so I had to write it down because I am very forgetful, and I might have to remove the chat for a little while. I don't know yet, so that I'm not getting distracted and get away from what I'm saying. Because so I'm gonna quickly. Well, yeah, these are my Scottish friends that don't all. I'm not saying all of my friends, okay, but some of them don't understand, and the ones that understand, they've been through rough times as well. So, but that doesn't mean I like those friends less than the others, okay? I'm just trying to explain. But anyway, so I have three topics I want to go through. So the first, I would like to share a little bit. I'm not ready yet to dis, divulge everything yet. Is the struggles I've been through. either mental health or health wise. Then I want to talk about, so very soon in the next few days, the next month is starting, which is October. And October is also Dwarfism Awareness Month. And I will do two lives. I don't want to bash your heads in with this all through October, but I will do two lives and give a little bit of awareness of this as well. And then I want to explain as well, in my last topic is, um, if you have noticed, I have started doing videos that are non-Scientology related and why. And then at the end, the Q&A. If anyone has questions, I'm quite happy to try to answer them. I still don't feel comfortable to share everything, but I think in previous lives I've said quite a lot about me and my life, etc. So um, sometimes I'm uncomfortable and I will say so and I will answer. Okay, so let's start with this. So I'm gonna try and I leave the chat open, but I'm trying not to get distracted. So I took a break from the community. Um, and nothing against the community whatsoever, but it was because I already had mental health issues regarding losing my job this year, which has totally taken me by surprise. And and then I went from a workaholic to laziness, not knowing where I am, what I am meant to do in my life, etc. And then in my head, I decided I deserve to have a break. Then I joined somehow. I don't know if I can say I joined the community, but I'm passionate about getting this thing down. Um, but the thing is that it has affected my mental health because I was constantly watching everything on YouTube that is Scientology related. And then I don't know how it is for other people that have YouTube channels, but um, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that it starts to affect you. Where I was starting to, when someone was saying something that I felt was wrong or whatever, I started taking it personally. Not that I wanted to feel like that, but I couldn't help myself because I'm really passionate about. I love the people I have so far met on YouTube. Um, really love every single one of them, even if I haven't met them yet. Um, but it has taken a toll. And then on top of that, my health as well has taken a bit of a ding dong. So I mean, I already had health issues before, but there's always something that happens. So I am. That's when I thought, look, I don't want to quit this course. We are. I mean, tomorrow Scientology will still be here, but probably in the next 5, 10 years, they won't be here anymore. And every one of us that is a part of it will be a part of taking them down. So I didn't want to quit this, but I had to think about myself too. And I might take another break at some stage, but I promise next time I will announce it properly. But this time I just had to have a break. I had to stop this. And I want to talk about as well what about the resource page. I know it has been lacking. I lacked adding stuff, but I haven't received many stuff either. So, but I'm thinking about also about trying to get more people to help out with the help database, which is a bit on a how shall I say that, stand still, because it takes a lot of time when you have to start researching cities and towns where Scientology is residing that you don't know. So I can't do it on my own. I can't. Otherwise, that database will never be published and will never be there to help as well, whoever needs help. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get more people in, but for that, we're going to separate the forms on the resource page. So in the menu resources, you have submit a resource. We're going to have another submit thing specifically just for the database. So with the fields where you know, what kind of help, category, the address, opening times, comments, and things like that. So that will come in the next 2 weeks or so. And I have to rethink a few categories on the resource page, but I need to discuss this with Xi News and Fluffer Skrill UK. And also, I want to make sure people, when you go on the resource page, I can see that the views have gone down, and that's partly my fault. That is partly my fault. But we need you to check the calls for action category. It's the very first category on the page. And please do help whoever you can help. And also don't forget to, if you're in the US, to report to House of Common, or no, what is it called? I can't remember. For the ones who have joined, I will say hi in a moment. I just try to stay on cue. So yeah, that is about that. I don't want to talk too much about it, but as soon as the changes have been done and I have decided how to continue the calls for action, perhaps we'll have to do something separate that people can see more what's in there, like helping Fat Grammy, or aka Mona, Audit LA, sending the stuff to let me see. Let me take my mobile so I can tell you quicker. I have a shortcut on my thing. So what we have, oh yeah, the FPA claim for never ends. The contact the US House of Representative candidates. Also Scientology, sorry, is still looking for a lot of chat GPT testers. Henry Marini also has a call, is calling for action. I put a link in regarding, he put on his community a post with all the boards meetings that are going on in LA, where you can join via Zoom or whatever. He has all the dates and the links, etc. And he told me he would actually let me know when he has a new post on, because sometimes I miss them. I'm on my own. I can't follow everyone. I mean, I subscribe to most of everyone, but yeah. We have on the calls for action as well, the remove Scientology tax exempt status, the same from, so that was from Mindy Willens, that is from Fat Grammy, etc. So, oh, and we also still have, perhaps we have to how you say that? I forgot the words in English today. Promoted is the Change.org petition from Jessica Palmadessa. Demand accountability, investigate Church of Scientology's abuses of tax exemption. So if you haven't already, go and sign that chain. It's in the calls for action, is the bottom one. So before I'm going to the next point of my list, I'm gonna just quickly check the chat. Oh, hi, Rachel. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try my best. It's sometimes difficult, but you're right. My health comes first for everyone. Oh, Rika. Hi, Rika. Oh, thank you. You don't have to thank me, but I appreciate what you're saying. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so next subject is totally non-Scientology related, but I am passionate about this as well. So you can share my passion or you don't have to, but I will, and I promise you guys, I won't bash you too much with it. It's not my style, but uh, I think Tuesday the 1st of October. October is Dwarfism Awareness Month. So I decided I will not do 2-3 videos a week. There's no point. But I will do a live next week, and I will do a live around the date of the official date of Dwarfism Awareness. So, and that's around the 25th of October, but every year is a bit different. So I need to check the date again. So in the first live, I will show you. Unfortunately, it's in French, but I will mute the video and give my comments in English. But just to show you, quickly to explain, but I will explain more in detail next week, is in 1995, my mom, my brother, and myself went on a Swiss-French television show. Already then, I was the one who actually contacted the Swiss-French television channel. They had a live program on a Saturday, and it was a good program to make people aware that not everything is rosy in the world, especially in Switzerland. So obviously they jumped on it. They came, and at the time we all lived, apart from my brother, we all lived in the Swiss German part. So the television crew came to my mom's house. They went to film her shopping. They filmed her at home in the kitchen. They came to my office, etc., etc. And I want to show you that you have more a visual of what kind of difficulties you can have in life when you live in a world that is not designed to your height. I have commented on someone's new channel today who was protesting yesterday or Thursday, and was calling someone, you have a little man syndrome, and David Miscavige is a little man. And I just commented that be aware that some people are offended because me, as a person of small stature, I want to explain that it's not easy when you live in a world that is not designed for your height. I don't know if I ever gonna get a response, but you never know. But I'm just trying to explain to people that I don't try to be offended often, okay? But I want to explain to people that not everyone has an easy life in this world. And it's not only the people who are small, black people have issues because they're black. There's so many things in the world that is not right and shouldn't be like that. And that's why also I decided I wasn't going to bash you with it every single day of the month of October. I don't have the time for that either. to be honest with you. I have other things I want to achieve, you know. So, and I have still doctors, hospital appointments. I go to therapy, and yeah, so, you know, I'm not going to bash you with this all the time, but I want to make two impacts. And the second live, nearer to the end of October, I am hoping to have a guest that I already had when I did something similar within my within the company I was working for. I did that about 2 or 3 years ago. She did write a brilliant children's book explaining the differences. So I hope she will have time and join me again. She's a great young lady, and but I'm not going to say too much at the moment. I'm just hoping she'll be able to join. Thank you, Joe. I'm here for you too, Joe. We still have to meet up. Um. Oh, yeah. So before I go to the next point, something Scientology related again. It just crossed my mind. I often, you know, I play games on my phone, and for the ones who do that, you know that very often when you play a game, you're being interrupted by an advertisement video. I understand when the videos are for free, what do you expect, right? So I nearly choked because the first thing I saw, there was just a man, and it was not even a video, it was just, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I saw the title at the top and it said Hobbit Foundation. And I'm like, strange. Normally you're interrupted by trailers of other video games or things like that. So I'm like, very, very strange. And so I clicked on it, and it was a website called happiness-scotland.org, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, that's strange. It rang a bell, but I wasn't sure. And it's advertisement to buy the book Dynetics. How dare they using Scotland in their website and then calling it happiness? And it costs 16 quid, 16 pounds. That's about, I don't know, 18, $19. Ridiculous. And I'm like, you're advertising that in the middle of my game? Bug off. I wish I would have looked at that website better, because, but I was just so shocked. You know, normally you get other kinds of advertisement when you play a game. You know, normally you a trailer of another game or things like that. Um, but seriously, so yes, I need to look into this again, and I have a few projects that will come up. Um, I'm working on one project at the moment. It's an idea, and we will see if it's ever going to work. So I don't want to go into it too much, because if it doesn't work, it's going to be very disappointing. For me, it's going to be disappointing if it doesn't work, but we will see. And I have contacts with other uh, ex-Scientologists in Europe, which I'm very proud to have made those connections. And there might be a collaboration in the future, but on that again, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it. Okay. So watch this space, and who knows what happens, right? So have a quick look until, yeah, they'll do anything, right? Ridiculous. And 16 quid for a book. Come on. Especially if you can find it on a flea market for a quid. Okay, so um what else? What else? What else? Oh yeah. I have my list. Why don't I look at my list? Okay, so here we go. Um, I know that was at the beginning. This one here. Now, I've done 2 new videos this week, and I want to explain something to all of you. Is that one of the two is non-related to Scientology, and I will do more of them on a weekly basis. And that is a part of my way to keep my mind sane and not to, you know, to concentrate every single live or every single video to Scientology. Otherwise, I'm gonna need a break again in a week's time. So I'm doing something different in between. And if it takes off, I might create a separate channel at some stage. But for now, uh, I gonna stay with that. You don't have to watch them. Um, Look, it's something that I like to watch every week. This is my little thing. I know a lot of women say you're crazy to watch this crap, but I do enjoy it. I like the drama they have because I don't have any at home. Well, not in that sense. So the Real Housewives, the Real Housewives franchises, I do like them, and I like to give my opinion. Right? I would have wanted to talk about this with other people for so long. So now I have a way to do it. And again, these are my opinions, my feelings, and that's it. So I do what I enjoy as well on my channel. Um, some people gonna say, "Look, it's your channel. You do with it what you want," and that's true. That's true. But I just wanted to explain why I'm not going away from the community. I just want in between doing something completely different and etc. I mean, that's it. But I wanted to explain it and the reason why, to keep myself sane and not to lose it, because a few weeks ago I really thought I was going to lose it, and it was difficult to get around my brain, if I can call it a brain sometimes. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm much, much better. And I'm even better because I'm back. I have missed looking at the chats, and that's it. And I'm here if anyone needs help. I'm always here to help. I'm always good to help or to listen to other people than to listen to my problems or my struggles. But this is a step forward when can start to, how to say that, start to share those struggles with other people's, if have met them or if I haven't. But I think it's important to be um, truthful and honest about it. Obviously, those struggles are not as bad as the ones we know in this community that have been subjected to abuse within the Scientology. We certainly can't relate to this horrendous things that has happened to them. But I think with the struggles I had in the past as a kid, as a teenager, being the height I am, and I've been bullied quite a lots of times, in the Swiss German part, people are not very friendly when you are different. I'm not saying everyone is unfriendly. Don't misunderstand that, because I love the city I grew up in, but it's a different culture. It's different, and this is one of the reasons as well I moved to the UK. So yeah, so that was the reason in 1995 that we did actually this television show, to bring more awareness about dwarfism. So yeah, so this non Scientology related videos is more for me than for anyone else. If you want to watch them, hey, go and watch them. I would love you to watch them. If you don't, it's the same price for me. It's just to keep me sane and to talk about what I see on those franchises. So at the moment, we have Salt Lake City, Orange County. Tuesday will be the start of New York City with Rebecca Minkoff, who is a known Scientologist. So we're going to see um, how that will look like. Well, when I say she joins as a friend of the cast. So she's not going to be a cast member as such. So yeah, so I still have to do the recaps from this week because I was meant to do it yesterday and today, but um, I didn't realize that my videos were taking all the space on my hard drive. So I was waiting today for my new external hard drive to arrive so I can put all my YouTube videos on there, and then I could then create my videos and save them properly. So that was a big work to do because when you move this stuff to an external hard drive, it takes much longer than saving it somewhere else. So um, that's why I'm a bit late, but it will come tomorrow. Um, dum dum dum. We have more. Yes, Yolanda. You especially, Yolanda, in Switzerland. Um, you're doing so much, and you need to you need to take breaks. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. I really appreciate what you're saying, and I appreciate you. Yeah, well, in the video, I have to say, I read a little bit about her. There's an article in Elle about her, and at some stage, they're actually asking her or pressing her on Scientology, and she comes with, yeah, Judaism is 4,000 years old, Christianity 2,000 years old. So if it takes that long to um, I'm paraphrasing, okay? If it takes that long to be established, Scientology is just new. And for her, it was the benefits of Scientology is a stress relief. And I'm like, really? There are other ways to have a stress release. I have quite a few in mind, especially one, but hey, that's another story. Sorry, we're not going to go down that route. But I mean, there are much easier and very cheap ways of stress relief. But come on. I looked at her pictures. I don't know why. I imagined her completely different. So I don't know. I don't know. She looks actually fabulous. She looks great, I think. But that doesn't mean she's great. We're gonna have to wait and see. So, Joe, I don't know if you know where to watch. Here in the UK, it's available the day after. So, I mean, the morning after on Hey. That's one of the only apps on my Amazon Fire Stick that I pay for, is to watch all these franchises. So yeah, This is brilliant, Rachel. That is amazing. That's exact. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. I mean, every time I speak to someone, I end up speaking about Scientology. So, um, and I haven't until now found anyone that was not very interested. I very quickly stop if I would very quickly stop talking about it if I see that they are bored or. But I want to get my thing out there. So yeah, and Joe, perhaps when the Christmas market will start. Um, in Edinburgh at the beginning of December, or is it the end of November? I don't know when it starts really, but it's probably going to be the entire of December to go and walk around and see if we don't find the anti-drugs guys. Joe, you're gonna have to. You see, I've been in IT for decades, right? The VPN, I have a VPN too. I still don't know how that works. Seriously, I don't know. So perhaps privately you can explain that to me. That would be great because mm, you have an Android TV and I use it like a Fire Stick with apps that will allow me to use it. I have VPNs. Yeah, yeah. So I have I have swollen legs and I have issues walking, but I'm going to physio quite a lot lately. So that is annoying me. I hope that by December the my legs will be better. Yeah, but that is the thing, Joe. When you're connected, I know how to connect to another country, but then when I'm connected, say, to a server in America, okay, what do I do then? Where do I watch it? That's the thing. But doesn't matter. Hey, you, it's the next morning because I mean, Orange County was last night, and I watched it. It was about. I was actually quite in. My right foot was really aching, and that woke me up about 4:30 this morning. So I was like, okay, I'm going to check for Orange County, but it wasn't there. But by 9 o'clock, I went back on Hey You, and it was there. So it's on quite quickly. But yeah, you can explain it to me another time. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Joe. That's fantastic. I like to learn more other new things. And Rika, if you're still here, I have actually bought proper paper, pencils, and acrylic paint. I'm not even sure if that's what I needed to. So I hope that in the next few weeks, I'm going to be able to do Paint and Ponder with Fluffer Squirrel UK. And I want to learn them. I have not one artistic bone in my body, but my therapist said that art therapy is very good. And actually, in my mind, I'm looking forward to it. So we will see. And I hope I can stick to it because I get very quickly bored. Yes, Rika. Oh, Rika, I saw you post early on and I did actually comment on it. I send you all the positive vibe for you, Dad. I hope get he's gonna get well soon. Um, really, my heart goes to you, and I will keep you. I'm sorry, I can't say in my prayers because I do not pray, but I will keep you in my mind and my heart. And your dad. Yeah, that should be fun with Fluffer and Bridget. But I'm looking forward to learn, and we will see. I have decided to try something on my own first, so we will see. If it comes out nicely, then I will show it off. If not, oh, I might show it off as well, so you can have a good laugh. 10 years. Wow. Um, I appreciate you too, Rika. And yeah, I hope it will work for me too. My therapist was extremely impressed that I knew about art therapy. And I'm like, oh, I don't know much, but I see people on YouTube doing it. I didn't want to say too much. Um, so she said, no, no, it's good. You should try it. And I'm like, I'm not artistic whatsoever. And she said, but you do videos and you create this and that. And I'm like, yeah. So I don't know. Just quickly, I'm gonna remove myself quickly from the screen, and I would like you to listen to the song on my intro, and I will explain. I did that obviously with a artificial intelligence mobile app, but do you like the sound, that the music or not? And then we will see. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask someone to do that for me. I just don't know who. So don't go away. I just want to find out or to get your opinion. So I'm just gonna remove myself. I'm not going away. I'll be back in a minute.
Et voilà, et voilà, it's time for a new video, it's time for a new life. Et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, it's time for a new video, it's time for a new life. Et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà.
I'm back. I'm back. I promised. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, obviously, I'm not very musical. I mean, I think I was 18. I went to learn to sing, and I ended up with an Italian tenor or a retired Italian sorry, I'll start again with a retired Italian opera singer who taught me for 6 weeks how to breathe, and I didn't sing one time. So I got a bit annoyed. I think I can sing, but come on. Look, I'm a smoker. Can you imagine? No, and now these days, and I'm very excited about all this artificial intelligence. I'm doing actually an online course that will take me another 4 weeks. So it's all amazing. I love it. I just love it. Everything that I come across in that course makes me more giddy. I would love to have everything, but that will cost a ton, wouldn't it? But yeah. So but Joe, let's try to organize a day in December, perhaps early December, because by middle and end of December or by Christmas, it's very busy. But let's make a day out of it, having lunch somewhere. I I know a few good restaurants in town. have a few drinks, cocktails, and beforehand go and have a good look at the door of Scientology on Southbridge, and go and check the Christmas market and see if they managed to get some kind of stand somewhere. And yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what time it is. And for the ones that were here on time, I do apologize. I think it was Yolanda, and I'm really, really sorry I was late, but I was down the beach with the dogs, and somehow Baxter was fidgeting, and somehow the leash, I have two dogs to take on walks, so it's not always easy. But today, I don't know what was the issue with him. And I mean, it's not full moon anymore, so he shouldn't be behaving like that. But somehow I was trying to make him understand that he shouldn't pull and just be. Normally, he's quite good, but I don't know what was going on. Or perhaps he saw something, it was dark already. And somehow the leash dropped and Mr. Baxter ran away. I can't run at the moment with the legs I have. So it was like shouting everywhere. And by the time Bonnie and I decided to bring Bonnie back home and then go back outside with a proper torch, he was already sitting outside the building, waiting. Do you think he would have come back to tell me, look, I'm here? What's the problem? No, he sat behind the door, waited for me. And I was like already stressed out that I was late and that I might never find him again. He knows where he lives, apparently. That's where the food is. They're very intelligent, these animals, right? But I think the most intelligent animal I have in this household is my cat. That cat is intelligent. Yes, Joe. Here. Yes, it's getting colder here in Scotland. I agree. I need to. That's why I can't do October and November. Um, it's also I have to do a big clear out of my flat, and it needs to be repainted. Um, the floor has to be redone in the hallway and in the living room. So that has to be done. And I wanted to say something else now and I forgot. Oh, yeah. So that the agency can come because I have extremely old electric heaters. So I have a smart meter for the electricity. Last year in November, I switched the radiator here in the living room. I switched it on at 8 o'clock in the morning and I switched it off at 8 o'clock in the evening. It cost me exactly 10 quid. So I can't afford spending £10 a day on one radiator. And that was in the living room. In my office, I didn't switch on the radiator. So can you imagine how much that would have cost me? So it's been now 3 years that I've been telling them that they need to do something. In the last 3 winters, I've been living without heating switched on. That's my decision. So don't tell me, oh, poor thing. I discovered this on Amazon. These electric blankets, are really soft. This one is warming up at the moment. It's really soft and warm. And I live with that. So I had one here in the living room and I had one um, in my office. So, yeah. But I've said, look, I'm starting to get older and it would be nice to have um, a nice warm flat again. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But for that, the flat needs to be repainted and the floors have to be done. So that's what is going to happen in the next 2 months, hopefully. If everyone who promised to help, and the ones that I'm going to pay, will do so. But I have to be very careful because, yeah, I still don't have a new job yet. So let's see. I'm going to finish. Yeah, yeah. Much love to you too, Rika. Have a good day and a nice weekend. Look, it doesn't cost much. I mean, I have most of the day the television on. Not that I'm constantly watching it, but it's always a good, a noise and voices to hear. Um, I have now, because it's getting dark so quickly again, I have the light on quite early in the evening in the living room. Um, and once in a while, um, well, obviously, there's stuff in the kitchen that is plugged in, but mobile phone is being charged once in a while, and the laptop is either, oh, pardon me, on or not during the day. So when I look at the moment on my smart meter, it costs me 4 pence, and now, oh, pardon me, I'm starting to get a hiccup. It costs me 4 pence an hour at the moment. But if I go to the kitchen and switch on the kettle, it goes to £1.80 or something like that. So I have become a bit greedy with age. But I decided to have the smart meter, and the company I'm using is as soon as the meter goes down to £2, it's renewing. So that means it's taking automatically £20 of my bank account. So I don't have to, in the olden days, you had a key, you had to run to the co-op or wherever to put money on, come home and put it in. If you forgot, then suddenly the electricity was gone. So it happened where I lived before. It happened a few times. I came home in the evening from work and no light. So yeah. Rachel, I mean, I love my blanket, and it's soft. It's really soft. It's amazing. And in the evening, when I'm lying a little bit down, I have my blanket on, and the cat comes and she's doing like that, and then she lies on me, and she doesn't move. She loves the warmth. I do that as well. If I have to go out, I what I do, I have Spotify on my telly, and therefore, pardon me, I don't know, it must be the coke that makes me. I put Spotify and I put music on. So yeah, my dogs don't watch television anyway, but my cat used to. But at least I have music until I come home. And it's good because then it muffles also the noise in the building, because Baxter has tendency to bark for every little noise. So sometimes I have the television a bit, the volume a little bit higher up so he doesn't constantly bark. But Bonnie wouldn't bark. I can't hear anything what is in, because my hallway is quite long. Okay, I don't hear anything, but he seems to hear everything. Bonnie doesn't give a toss, but when he starts barking, she's like, "Okay, I don't know why you're barking, but I'm gonna bark with you." So I have two dogs barking. So Bonnie has more. I don't know if I say that right, but like a male dog bark, Brr. Baxter has this high pitched bark that drives me mad. So that's fine, but if someone, for example, yeah, when the postman came with my fresh wipes box, he went bananas. But you really, with him, you don't need a bell at the door, really, no. Because even if someone was behind my door without moving or anything, he would know. He even hears when the Asta van arrives, right? I don't hear it because I have the telly on, and yeah, he knows that is the Asta van before I even realize they are here. Unbelievable, that dog. And he knows Asta brings treats. Da, da, da. I, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm with Utilita. The emergency is now £15. But now with the app from Utilita, you can say, okay, when your credit is down to £2, do an auto payment. And that is brilliant because I don't have to think about it anymore. Well, during the summer, it's not that bad. It seems that £20 takes me 12, 13 days without topping up. But in winter time, it's £20 a week. So Bark said everything to so that's why I leave it. My dog thinks he owns the neighborhood, so he always wants someone. Yeah, that's Baxter. He seems to think he owns the neighborhood, so too. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna put this up for the ones who haven't seen this. So Yolanda says that saying goodbye. Goodbye, Yolanda. Thank you for joining. Scientology is 37 its 50th anniversary in Zurich, and five of us will be wishing the Scientologist a good time. Good time. Wait, that's another one. A good time with a 7-meter long paper poster. The president and head of OSA has tried to intervene against us 3 times with our police permit. We will publish a blog post with photos and videos tomorrow. Ooh, let me know so I can. Perhaps we can do a video about it, Yolanda. That would be great. I am not based in Switzerland, so I could potentially create a video for you. So you see, we have the problems in Switzerland and other countries as well in Europe. Bye, Yolanda. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Yolanda has become a good friend. Well, we will see. I'll check in with Yolanda. I gotta check with Yolanda as soon as they have rested after tomorrow. It will probably be a long day. Yeah. So, also, did she say Osa? Yeah. Oh, I know who that is. Yeah. So, just that you know, in Switzerland, for example, Yolanda and her husband have a blog, all Scientology related. Okay. And they are not allowed in Switzerland to name people. So you can name someone, like, for example, my name is Brigitte Declerc. So it would be Brigitte D. Dot. So it would be only my first letter of my surname. They're not allowed to name anyone. These are the data protection laws in Switzerland. They are much more tougher than they are in other countries. And as Switzerland is not a part of Europe, uh, I do think they're not a part of the GDPR Data Protection Act. I will have to check that out one day. But they're very strict. Also, that's why Yolanda and Beat do not have um, a video, a YouTube channel, is because it would take them so long to edit the videos because uh, everyone that would appear in a video, if you're in a public space, you see, how you say that, you see, there's lots of people gonna be somehow in your video. That means you're gonna have to blur everyone's faces. That would take way too long to do, so that's why. But yeah, I am not in Switzerland, so I will try to help them as much as I can, and to make other people aware that even though the protests, etc., are more in the US, they are quite effective in Denmark at the moment as well. I'm hoping that we can do more. I know I don't do much in the UK, but there are other people that are doing it. So, um, and I did offer to help certain people in the UK and never received an answer. So, sorry, but exactly, Joe. That I told her, yeah, you're right not to, because I that was one of my first questions. I said, you've been activist group for over 5 years. Why not putting it on YouTube? Because that is so important, the work you're doing, and it takes a lot of time, for them. And yeah, so that is the reason. So if I can make other people aware through Yolanda and Beat, then I will try to do that. But I do have my little projects as well. I know I have tried to do a lot, but when I took the break, I just forgot everything. So, oh, you're still here, Yolanda? Go to bed now. It's 11:30 here. It's midnight in Switzerland. Go to bed, Yolanda. Beat, tell her to go to bed. Yeah. So, and I discovered stuff on YouTube as well that helped me. There are channels that put programs together, and the videos are about 2.5 hours. So I came across, I always heard about it but never seen it, because it's an American sitcom from I think the 70s, according to the fashion, and the Mary Taylor Moore show. I love it. It's funny. I really like it. And then the spin-off Rhoda, that's quite funny too. I like that. What else am I watching on a loop? Uh, Mary Taylor Moore. Oh, another one I discovered. That's from the 50s, because the first few seasons were black and white. So I would say 50s, 60s. And then afterwards they were in color, is Hazel. Oh, this is so funny. Well, Joe, I'm not Superwoman, but in the work I did, I was used to multitask. And now I don't seem to be able. I try and I'm not able. This is that mental thing, that I'm trying to unblock, because the day I have a new job, I feel like I will need to be able to multitask again. When you are working in IT, you have so much stuff coming towards you at the same time, and you need to so quickly be able to analyze what is more important or more urgent to tackle first. And sometimes you get two things that have the same priority. So I'm worried that I have lost it. But You are right, Joe. I had a lot of ideas. Some of them I have actually disregarded for now. But I decided to do a document and put down all my ideas. And then I'll start with the ones I think I can achieve. And then we'll go on like that. Because you're right, Joe. I'm not superwoman. I wish I was. I would love to fly away with Superman. Which one? That's the other question, right? Yes, well, that is the thing. You see, I bought a car. I'm not gonna say when. And this car is still sitting in front of the house. I love driving, okay, but I haven't been able to sit in that car and drive off because this is something I never had before. I had this anxiety something is gonna happen. What a waste of money, right? But I decided I'm not gonna sell it. I'm determined that I will sit in that car this year and drive off with the dogs and take them somewhere else than just down the beach. So good luck to me. So this kind of anxieties I never had in my life. Look, when I was still no, I wasn't married then, but I did once with my future husband at the time drive from Edinburgh to Switzerland, where my mum lives. We did that in 14 hours. So, Edinburgh down to Dover. So, take the ferry, and it was the year where throughout France the gas stations were on strike, so they didn't get any petrol. So, we had to, instead of going to Calais, to go to Dunkirk in Belgium and drive through Belgium and then arrive in Basel. That's actually where Yolanda is, and from Yolanda, from Basel down to Montreux in the Swiss French part where my mom lives. So it took us 14 hours. Well, us. I was the driver because my my future husband at the time had a suspended license, so I had to do it all on my own. So that shows you I love driving, but this anxiety is killing me. And I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, that's what my therapist said as well. It will help. I just need not to be in a hurry so much. I don't know why I'm in a hurry, but I want to be back to what I was. Yolanda, you need to go to bed. Yolanda, you need to go to bed. It's not going to be my fault tomorrow if you exhausted before you even left the house. Okay, I think we've been here over an hour. I appreciate all of you so, so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope the next live will be a bit more interesting. Don't forget, live next week will be, how you say that, will be about dwarfism awareness. Oh, I forgot. I might have another live this weekend. It's not written in stone yet, but Manning 8 and I are going to try to redo that live that we couldn't do because we had these technical issues. He's on a Mac. He didn't seem to be able to join StreamYard. I don't know what was going on. Um, I'm not a specialist in Mac, so I don't know what was the issue there. So um, if we can't resolve that, then we'll go live via YouTube on our mobile phones. I think that's the easiest way. Um, but I don't know yet if it's gonna work out or not. I'm gonna check with Manning 8. Actually, I'm gonna send him another email now, and then um, I'm gonna watch something funny on YouTube, and then we're all gonna go to bed as well. Even though the dogs are already sleeping, the cat is in her box in the kitchen. She has a box that I never had the heart to throw away, and she loves it. And she loves licking plastic. I don't know where that comes from, but the bubble wrapping, the one that you. So I put that down, and she loves it. And I think, why not? It's actually quite comfortable. She loves it, yeah, and it keeps her warm as well. So yeah. What do you mean with what? This was. Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad to be back. I actually I need to do more, but I'm gonna start slowly, and um, and then we will take it from there. And while I have you girls here, I want to start, if I can manage somehow, to start to interview once in a while a protester, um, wherever they are. What do you think? Would that be a good idea too? Oh, thank you, Joe. That would be great. Yes. Otherwise, I gonna chase you. I know where to find you. Yeah. So okay, I think it would be great. I don't want to go into everything that happened at the moment. I have my opinion. At the moment, I'm not ready to share it. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much, ladies. I so appreciate you. Um, and I appreciate that I didn't have to talk on my own without audience. At least I had you two, three with Yolanda. So, and Rika, no, four, sorry. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, look out for a live over the weekend with Manning 8 if that works. We might go live testing it tomorrow or something like that. Well, I need to check. You see, I'm losing my mind. I think I forgot. Did he reply to me or not? I can't remember now. Just look out for it. We will see. Yeah, it's nice to actually, Joe. I don't know if you. Don't worry. I seem to understand what you're writing. I don't know if you watched yesterday. Crazy Love is Love's live. Well, I watched it on replay, obviously. Um, and she shows a screenshot, and the first comment on that screenshot is from you. If I don't forget tomorrow, I'll send you the link, Joe, and I tell you at exactly what time on the live that was, so you can check it out. But I'm like, oh, Joe. Anyway, I'm gonna say good night. Thank you for joining. As always, I appreciate you all. Good night or good day or good morning if you're on the other side of the world. And et voilà.